In recent weeks I've made recordings of some Bach concerti, and I'd reached the double concerto, the one in D minor for 2 violins, and I've recorded the first and second movements of that. The third movement is a bit problematic for me because the CD I have with the orchestral accompaniment, which is really very good, it does not have a huge dynamic range, and when I'm playing the violin, which is obviously here very close, I can't hear it well enough to ensure good coordination. I've tried a few times and it's never been really good enough. It's never been acceptable, so we're not going to do that. But I would like to do something about the third movement. I don't want to leave it untouched. So what I'm going to do is say a little bit about it and demonstrate some things in it, and then we will hear a performance of it by first-rate professional players, an excellent performance. So, it consists of 3 elements in terms of performers. The first solo violin, the second solo violin, everybody else. Everybody else is called the ripieno, the chamber orchestra. And the movement starts with a ripieno section in which the 2 solos announce their presence by playing little bits of their own. And it starts this way. Here we go. This is the first violin part, solo and ripieno, of the beginning of the third movement. Very busy, very rapid. Immediately, the second violin, by the way, with the second violins and the ripieno, he joins in, or she joins in, 1 beat after the first violins, so it's in Canone. The first violins then play this. I think that's the first solo violin on his own, on her own. Oh, this is complicated. Now, I don't want to use a they. I don't like using a plural pronoun for a singular reality. Anyway, there it is. And so it goes on with much busy playing and the ripieno getting a full shot at playing. And then eventually we reach a very firm summation, a conclusion on everybody tutti. And so that's the end of the opening section. That section comes back 2 or 3 times later in the movement. Not always in exactly that way, but very recognisably. The first solo violin then plays this, that little thematic fragment, and continues this way. I'll play the continuation because something important happens here. It's that continuation of the continuation it's important because the yappa para rappa para rappa is shared between the first and second violin again and again and again in the movement. They play it in thirds often, but together, and it's a very characterful part of the playing, and incidentally it's exclusively for the 2 solo players. The ripieno never plays that. And so we go on and we get another theme, but the second violin is given this theme to play on his or her own. It comes more than halfway through the movement, and it's a lovely theme. It swoops and then it falls. And in the same way as happened earlier on, when a new theme like that comes in, the violin adds a counter theme in semiquaver, a little fast thing, which goes like this. In fact, I'll just play from the theme. That's very tricky to play, and I've just demonstrated that, haven't I? But at least you know what it is. And so the whole thing continues. The instruments playing together, ripieno with the solo violins together, one more prominent than the other, whatever, till you get to the end and you think, if you've looked at the music and you've followed with a score, it is extraordinarily complex, and I don't know how the man did it, but he did. and it's very good that he did. I'm pleased about that. Okay, you're going to hear this properly played, and it will be played by Hilary Hahn and Margaret Batjer. Hilary Hahn is an internationally famous soloist of enormous accomplishment. She is on record as saying that every time she picks her violin up to practice privately, she plays some Bach. Whatever else she's playing, there's always some Bach. And Margaret Batjer is the leader, in fact, of the Los Angeles Chamber Orchestra, which accompanies these two players. They are conducted by Jeffrey Kahane. Now, they play it a bit faster than I did, but it's absolutely terrific.